What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, we don't have any technical difficulties. Hopefully, there's no lag. We trying some new things, man. Right now, we are cross broadcasting on Spotlight 39's YouTube channel and my guy Rock Steady's 1% Network on his YouTube channel as well. We're trying to reach as many young men as possible. Continue to grow this thing each and every week. So, with that being said, we need your help. We need you to make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Support the brand that supports you. Let's see. Make sure you tell your teammates, tell your coaches to tap in, all that fun stuff. Let's see. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We turn it pink each and every year, so we got to support that. The 39 Hearts Foundation is the reason why Spotlight 39 exists. So check out the website, spotlight39.com. Click on 39 Hearts. The why is there. It's always going to be bigger in football. Let's see. Did I miss anything, fellas? I feel like I run the gauntlet and I
Nah,
tend to miss something.
think you covered it.
All right, all right. So let's see. Fingers crossed, we're gonna have a smooth broadcast. We're gonna get this thing started with a very familiar face to myself and the team. Hopefully, he's a household name at this point. I got to see him early in his freshman year and had no idea that he was a 14-year-old man child already. And he is the only, number one, number two ranked running back in the 2026 Savion Hyder. He sent in his film earlier. I got his family tapped in. So why not start with, what his film looks like? I'm gonna let the fellas break it down because I've already seen quite a bit of this already. And if it's
Yeah. I
laggy,
mean,
please let me know.
when we got him for the first time, I mean, it was just different. It was just something different about him, and I did not believe that he was only 14, 15 at the time because he was a freshman, just absolutely destroying varsity football on both sides of the ball,
Yeah,
and I was like, damn, who is this kid? And then come to find out, he's a kid just in the middle of nowhere, dang near Louisa, Virginia. And I mean, the jump cut was special, the breakaway speed, the contact balance. I mean, he really had everything, and he just makes plays. And look at him right there on defense making plays.
I was gonna say now that he's back at Louisa, they let him play both sides of the ball. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, the kid, I think game one back, if I'm not mistaken, had a big time interception. Louisa is very thankful to have him back. I'm sure, he's very excited to be back. You say it's in the middle of nowhere, which technically it feels like it is, but the reality is it's probably one of the biggest, baddest game day experiences that you'll experience, not just in Virginia. I'm going to go on record saying probably one of the best in the whole entire damn country. They got fireworks. They got police escorts out of a big ass lion with smoke. They got a cannon that shoots off. They top it off with parachuters that jump in pregame. They got like a whole buffet spread with all kinds of alum. Like it's outrageous. And as you see, the stands are completely full. So he gets to play in that type of environment. He gets to give them a show each and every week. This is Savion Hyder. I've said a lot. Rock, chime in, my man. What do you see from this? What makes him a 5-star running back in your eyes?
Well, first off, man, I think he gets that high rating because you could obviously see how he compares to NFL style running backs, like you said, at 14, at 16, 17, now, the explosiveness, like he said, the jump cuts, man, things that this guy does well at running back, I don't think are things that you can coach, right? They're not things that you can go out there and drill. You can teach, his vision, his balance. I really think that if he goes to the right program, in college, this kid could be one of those special type of running backs that we haven't seen, in a long time. And I love the fact that he gets to play defense, going back home, playing both sides of the ball. At the end of the day, it's about reps. The more reps that you get, the better, you'll be on the field and the spacing and, what goes on out there. So he's just exciting to watch, man. I'm excited to see, what college he picks.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a lot of fun. Top five. What I got? Ohio State, Michigan, Tennessee. Who am I missing?
Penn State.
Penn State. And I feel like there's
I,
another one I'm missing.
I think he gonna look good at any of those places, man. Any one of those uniforms, he gonna represent us well. represent. That. What part of Virginia would that be? Would that
Uh,
be? Would that be, Rob? Sorry.
so it's in Louisa County, which
Uh huh.
close to Lake Anna, I guess is a way of looking at it. It's not
Yeah,
terribly
and
far from.
I ride past there all the time going to Tech, but I didn't want to call it the DMV, but I'm claiming them, man. We claiming them. We claiming them there.
Yeah, man. So look, this is Savion Hyder. This was a nice, fun way to kick off the show with a show alum at this point. Perfect timing, right? We just went through the mid season. That's a 5 star. That's what that looks like. But let's see what your film looks like. So right now we got Johnny. We're gonna go with Johnny to kick off things, and then I'll set some ground rules here. So make sure if you're watching and you want your film reviewed, to send it to the Spotlight 39 underscore pod Twitter page. I'll put it in the chat. Rock will put it in the chat. That way I can pull it up. If it's at the top of my DMs, that means you're still watching. That's where I'm going to pull it from. So let's get to it. Let's get to Johnny Hobgood. He's a 2026 quarterback, Stephen Decatur High School. So back home. Is that back home on the Eastern Shore? Let's find out. I like that. Let's find out what Johnny sent in. Yep, back home. So he's basically got Ocean City, Maryland in his backyard.
Some
Nothing
good
but
talent
trouble.
out of Stephen Decatur High School too, man.
Hold on, you say who came out of there?
You remember Ben Tate,
Oh, I know Ben Tate. Ben
the
Tate
running back?
was he was a little hometown hero boy. Went to Auburn, had a hell of a
Yeah.
career at Auburn. Got drafted by the Browns. I mean, yeah, no, no,
Yep.
no. Went to by the Texans. That's where he was your teammate,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And then from
Mhm.
there,
Yep. Yep.
then he
Yep.
got a bag at Cleveland, and then his career went from there.
Benjamin Tate. Look, Benjamin Tate. Look, Benjamin Tate highlight tape used to look like that last tape we just saw. I don't want to keep
Savion,
talking about it. Mhm. Mhm.
man, we got to get you to a Louisa game, Rock. You gotta see them boys. They ball out, especially at home, man. EJ Holland was blown away at the atmosphere in the middle of nowhere.
I'm with you, man. Look, I like this young kid. This is a 2026 quarterback right here.
Yeah, there's a 26 quarterback from the Eastern Shore, of Maryland, so not heavily recruited. I know firsthand. I graduated from Bennett in 2003, personally in Salisbury, so it's not a very populated area, not a very heavily recruited area, but Stephen Decatur won state championship last year. They got a hell of an athlete on their squad, and it looks like they got a pretty solid quarterback. But talk to me, fellas. What do you got?
What you see, E?
Man, real solid. I like his route variety. I like that he's showing a multitude of throws. I like his release and how he gets the ball out. He can push the ball down the field. He can put touch on the ball. He's hitting his receivers in stride every time. I think he's got a really good foundation to work with. With quarterback, the only thing is you can't control your size. So if he's 6 foot flat, obviously a lot of schools typically are looking for a certain height at quarterback, but I would just say get in where you fit in because those scholarship numbers are very limited.
Yeah, man. I really like his athleticism. Like you seen him take some plays up the sideline. And like he said, hitting everybody in stride. I think the best thing for a quarterback is being able to pre-snap analyze and make your decisions. And you could tell that he's a great decision maker, getting the ball out early. That's how he's able to hit the wide receivers in stride. Look like he has a really good IQ of the game. I really would like to see this guy play in person, but just because, like you say, in the smaller areas, you don't get recruited as much, and you are in that 6 foot size range. But at the same time, man, it's some smaller quarterbacks out there balling right now, and everybody's story is different, man. If you gotta take the Cam Ward, route, and go and transfer, hit the portal, and be up for the Heisman later on, that's what you have to do. But I think you can definitely play at a Power Four school. It's just about getting that opportunity.
Nah, man. Look, we going in tonight. I like this. This is this is
And
what the way we starting the show. But what you got, Eve? Let's close this thing out. I'm gonna pull his profile back up. This is
Yeah,
Johnny
He
no,
look good.
Hobgood.
I was gonna say, when we watch kids film and we see certain things, I like to shout them out. And I gotta say, his receivers are getting open. I mean, I just had to shout that out. He looks like he's got some good receivers to work with. So, hey, if you got a couple of your boys up there that can ball, have them tap in because it looked like he has some receivers running wide open.
Yeah, he's got a teammate
Yeah, three.
that's committed to UVA right now, if I'm not mistaken. So they definitely got some guys. They were young last year when they won the state championship. I think it's in like Division 3 or 3A. I forget how Maryland does it, but it's not necessarily one of the bigger schools. But as you see, they're no pushover. They can definitely play some ball. He's got three D1 wide receivers. He said,
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
"Yeah, yeah." So look, let's keep this thing going, man. Let's go to top of the inbox. Jackson is a familiar face, familiar name from Gainesville High
hmm
School down the road in Virginia. He's a strong safety, 6'2", 195. Says he runs a 4.67 40. Excuse me. Let's get to the film. What you know about Jackson, E?
Yeah, I got a chance to actually watch him. I believe he came to Virginia Tech 7-on-7, and I got a chance to look at him. Obviously a young kid, but I mean, I didn't even recognize him because I know his size has always said like 6'2". Uh, I'm sorry, I can't remember the weight at the moment, but it was like 6'2", something crazy, and I was like, damn, that kid's a freshman. So when I was at the Virginia Tech 7-on-7, I didn't even like recognize him because it just slipped my mind that was his size. But he can play. He's good at recognizing certain things, and he's got a good football IQ. So I'll be curious to see what the film looks like.
Yeah, well, we just got to get through this ad because somehow I guess it logged me out. So we'll see if we can't fix that
And
here in a second. Xavier Brown, it would definitely look, man. We gonna get to you, man. I see you. I appreciate you. Let's just get through these huddle ads. I don't know what's the deal.
you have to click out of it and click back into it. Yeah, sometimes it'll replay the ad over and over.
Look at you knowing the work around the huddle. Wonder if it'll log me back in automatically.
Yeah, E.
I spent a lot of time on huddle, fellas.
There we go. All right, well, let's get to Jackson 2027, young boy, Gainesville, Virginia. All right, so while this is starting, for everybody, if we watch your film, it's a good best practice to screen record your section of that breakdown, share it on social media. Feel free to tag us, and we'll continue to share. And then make sure you subscribe, obviously. Let's see. Make sure you follow my guy Ian Rock on Twitter. And like I said, we are cross broadcasting on the 1% Network, courtesy of my guy Rock Steady, as well as on the Spotlight 39 YouTube channel, doing something a little different, trying to reach as many young student athletes as possible so we can continue to help you guys week in and week out. We do this thing every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I keep saying it, at some point we're going to try to get a Sunday, where we can come together and get some guys that can't necessarily get on there in the week, or some of those West Coast guys that obviously, it's super early over there. They're still probably at practice. But now that I've done rambled, what do y'all got on the film so far for Jackson 2027?
Hey, Rock, quick question: when a corner is lined up in press, how important is pad level?
Um, man, honestly, bro, if I tell the truth, I don't, I, it's not that important, bro. Like it depends on who you talking to and what you talking about. Like it's some guys like you see Sauce Gardner or you see some other DBs that are tall. Like I played with Jimmy Williams, so you play with DBs or he was right before me, but 6'3", 6'2", and this kid like he's a taller kid, so his pad level, him being low is different from me at 5'10" playing corner and being low. So it's like it's all in somebody's perspective, but I'm like what I see is an explosive young football player. Look like he got a hell of a nose for the ball. Um, Size, is like he's already pretty big, so I'm thinking, he may end up moving to like that star type of position, at the college level. But he definitely not afraid to tackle, come downhill, coverage. I like to see a little bit more coverage, but him being in the box, shit, he'll hit you. So, you gotta like that for a young guy.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Like I said, I think he's a really, really heady player. He's good at recognizing certain things, and he triggers pretty quick. Just want to continue to see him, continue to develop and build on top of his athletic ability. Continue to build his speed up a little bit, his agility. But as in terms of him being able to play, I think he's got the tools to become a really good football player. But obviously, like you said, he's a young boy, so he's still got some room to grow.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. It's like, all right, so look, I'll say this about pad level, right? When I was in with the Texans, my DV coach, his name slipping my head right now, but he used to teach press. He used to say like stand like a tennis player. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was more comfortable. He actually didn't like for guys to be, so low and crouched down and all that stuff. So it's just depend, man. It's like it's different teachers. You know what I'm saying? And guys that are great at doing it both ways. But like I said, if you think about standing like a tennis player, it looked like he was standing like a tennis player the whole time. That last kid. So yeah.
All right. So look, they going in tonight. We're gonna keep this thing going, and it looks like we got a local boy, Xavier Brown, Fredericksburg Christian. I guess Caesar done told the teammates. The word got out. We got a teammate on. Either one of y'all know
Okay,
Xavier
Caesar.
Brown? Y'all know anything
Can't
about Xavier Brown?
Nah,
Nah. Well, let's
can't
learn
say
about
that
him.
I do.
He's 6'1",
no, man.
250, center, D tackle, class of 25, senior with that 3.8 GPA right here in Fredericksburg. He said it would be a pleasure for us to watch. Well, you didn't send me your film, but I'm gonna still go hunt for it,
Oh
man, because
man.
we done hyped you up. So now I gotta
Yeah, we want to see.
now we gotta see what's up. Here we go. We're gonna go to mid season. There we go. Here we go. All right, we in here. Xavier Brown, senior, center, D tackle. What do we want to see from this big man? Fredericksburg Christian playing Massaponax High School right now.
Some explosion. I want to see a guy with his hand in the dirt just clubbing people across the face, getting through that line. I think the second clip looked pretty good. Um, there you go. He getting through there.
I want to see exactly what he's doing. Pushing the
There you
pocket,
go.
getting up the field, getting off blocks, making plays, making the quarterback uncomfortable, get some interior pressure. That's the kind of things I want to see. Now, for a kid that's 6'1" playing on the line, what I like to see a lot of times is a kid who can wrestle, because when you have that low center of gravity and you can get your hands on people, I like to see kids who can wrestle and know how to work their hands, who know how to place their hands, know how to get off of blocks, how to get through, and just how to finish and how to get guys on the ground. And it looks like he does a pretty good job of that. I'll be curious to know if he does wrestle.
Yeah, I like him. I definitely like him down there on the line, man. Do you like him better O line or D line right now?
D line.
D line, I agree. Do you think? Because honestly, man, like I said, when we go to the college games, and I'm just thinking of Virginia Tech guys like Fuga. I don't think guys, that they're that big, So like, if you are, the 6 foot to 6'2", kind of playing on that D line, like he said, you gotta do exactly what you're doing, man. Cause terror in that backfield, and it could be opportunities out there for you, just depending on the college or whoever got the eyes on you, man.
All right. So look, that's Xavier Brown, Fredericksburg Christian High School in Fredericksburg, Virginia. There's the profile again. Again, if we review the film, screen record it, share it, all that fun stuff, tag us, and we will continue to do what we can to help out. Let's get you looks like another familiar name.
My
Who wants to
boy
set the stage for this
said,
Oh
young man?
yeah,
Who want to talk about?
there
Who
you
wants to
go.
talk about said? Y'all talk about him. I'm gonna set the stage. He's a 2026 running back, Bullis High School. You know, you pull up the Bullis, you got to ride through the Beverly Hills of the East and Potomac, Maryland. You see houses the size of neighborhoods. You pull into a
Yeah,
parking lot. They got Ferraris and Bentleys and Lambos and Range Rovers, and I pull up in a brand new Malibu, realizing I wasn't shit. But it's okay. Set the stage with Cedric. Who want to set the stage for Cedric while his film's starting?
I mean, I could do it. So I found
yeah.
out
Go
about
ahead.
Seb when he came to camp. He came to the game day camp, and what I was really surprised with was the fact that for a kid his size, because he's a big boy, uh, he was moving. Like he could run routes, he could make cuts, he could get out of quick breaks and stuff, things of that nature. Um, and he was working. Like he really stood out. And then when I watched him throughout the camp circuit at South Carolina and at Virginia Tech and things like that, and Richmond, because I did take him down to Richmond. I mean, he did really well. The only thing that coaches wanted to see more from him was the explosiveness, which I think he has more of on his film this year than he did last year. Like, so plays like that, he didn't have that last year.
Big play, said. Look at him, man. Proud of said. I'm with you, E. I think the first time I might have saw him was at that Brookpoint camp we had. Shout out to Game Day. But you can see right now, like he's putting it together on film. I remember at the West Virginia camp over the summer, I seen him up there too. The running back coach loved him. They picked him out of the group of kids, took him on tour, and told him to put it on film, and they would come back to, and get them after the mid-season. So I wonder how that's going now. We got to reach out to Sid, see what's up with some of those things, man. But I love the tape, and he has the size for the next level too, man. Definitely has the size and the vision. So shout out to Sid and Bullets, man. Them boys up there. He should be like DC, like whatever division they in, like offensive player of the year up there with 1,000 yards already.
Yeah, he putting up video game like numbers already.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like I said, what you see now on the film, like these explosive plays, he did not have that on last year's film.
No,
This was all over the stretch of this off season and putting in work. I mean, because he, like I said, he's a big dude. This is not a small guy that's running away from people. He was not running away from people last year, and he's running away from people at 5'11", north of 200 pounds. So he's got the size. He's continuing to get better every year, every day, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for Seb. Look at that jump cut right there. It's a big boy doing stuff like that.
let's go. So that's big said.
Yeah.
Bullis High School. This is his junior year. He still got a little bit of time. It's kind of crazy. He gets to grow and develop that much more this off season. Come back, do it all over again next year.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. We got not sure. Come on. Well, I guess some family
Fort Wayne,
members.
Indiana.
Let's go. So family member sent it in. Kamar Nelson. Here's the regular season stats. Is this full? Is the
Sheesh.
season over yet? Let's
14 and a
see.
half sacks.
Kamar Nelson, 2025, linebacker, 14 and a half sacks. Wayne High School, Fort Wayne, Indiana. He's saying, let's see, he doesn't get enough credit. He's looking for our thoughts, any feedback. All right, so what we got?
Ooh.
What we got
Ooh,
so far?
good
What's
spit.
sticking out? I hear some and some looks. E boy, you got like you just out some Sour Patch Kids. What's happening?
that
He threw a
spin
nasty
move was
spin on that
lethal.
tackle.
That spin move was lethal. I need him to put that as the first play on his tape to show the athleticism
Yeah.
and explosion, and then maybe put that interception up right after that. Man, you got. Hold on, did you go to the house? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Nah, I don't know. But for a backer, man, that's great. You know, I think your bull rushes and like he said, you pushing the pocket look great, man. 14 sacks, we can see that. But I think if you show yourself playing in space a little bit more, you know, you have more of an opportunity. You know, guys your size, you know, definitely at the next level have to get out there, drop into the flats a little bit. And I understand you doing what you got to do for your team, man. But yeah, dude, you look good. I think you look good.
Man, he's a beast.
All right, so we're gonna watch this
Right.
last play. I'm gonna let E close it out with any closing remarks or feedback. Give it to him that way. You know, maybe he can rework some things from the sounds of it. What y'all got for Kamar Nelson, 2025 out of Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Man, just
Dog.
explosive. Dog, exactly. Dog, explosive player, quick player, twitchy player, a guy that has good power, a guy that can convert power to speed, and a guy that can throw a nasty spin move on a tackle.
Fair enough. Well, then let's just keep this thing going. And look, we got a lot of love tonight, man. A lot of homegrown local folk jumping on tonight, boy. So who wants to
Oh
talk
yeah,
about Ben? Ben is wide receiver, safety, 6'2", 195, class of 26, Powhatan, Virginia, Powhatan High School. So who wants to, kind of just set the stage for Ben while I pull the film and get this thing started?
Oh, Benjamin. What up, Ben? One of the boys, man, that been coming through training in the dojo for the last couple of years. A lot of the top guys in the Maryland and the VA area, man, has been competing against each other for a while just in training. So it's good to see everything coming together for him. And Ben is a big play guy. And right here, first clip, you see it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Ben.
yeah, yeah. Listen, he is a route runner, and we found that out at the game. I found that out at the game day camp when he came and he went against some power four guys, and he was giving them that work. I'm gonna be honest. He was competing against all of those guys that are getting the Virginia Techs, that are getting the Penn States, that are getting the Tennessees. Ben was giving them that work. So there's no reason why he should not be getting a similar type of love as those guys because he was competing. He was winning on routes. He wasn't just running go routes the whole time. This guy was running legit routes, creating separation, didn't drop a single pass, catches the ball with his hands, looks the ball in. He does everything you need him to do.
And it was damn near a mirror image, at the Under Armour camp in Baltimore, where he was going rep for rep, with those 3, 4, 5 star level kids. Um, Ben he's a special talent, and Powhatan, man, they ain't got no pushover schedule either. They've definitely played a gauntlet of a schedule thus far. So he's going pretty much week in and week out against those types of guys, and you see what's on the film. I mean, it stands out. Big play Ben is what Rocksteady was calling him.
Oh yeah, big play. He gonna do it every time, man. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Mom and Pop, man. The good, great people.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I know
And
Ben's
notice,
been on some visits. He was at Penn State, uh, Eastern Carolina. What was it? Coastal
Yeah,
Carolina, I think. So he's been
yeah.
touring. Good
yeah.
I
things are
think
gonna
he
happen
just
for
And
got the
Ben.
notice,
Yep.
UNLV bag not too long ago.
yeah. And notice how on every play he has not made a body catch this whole film. Everything is with the hands. Everything is away from the body. And that's what you want to see from a receiver. A guy that has strong hands, plays through contact, plays through the ball, can high point, can create separation. I mean, he really does that. He just does everything that you want him to do.
Yep.
So that is Ben. Who are we gonna get to next? Who are we gonna get to next? Let's see. Uh, no fly zone. We got. Oh, hold on. They making me dig through my DMs right now. They're making it challenging for me, making it work.
Mhm.
All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Hold on. It's almost there, I promise. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Bang. We on and cracking like bubblegum rapping. Shout out to Coach Glove. Anywho, I think we watched this young man like a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. He's from Massachusetts, class of 25. This is Harrison, 280-pound D tackle. He's on the O line. He said he's watching right now. He wants that feedback. Let's see what this updated film looks like. Oh no, I don't know why.
What
I don't know why I pulled Ben's back. Here we go.
what was his size?
Uh,
6'2", 280.
yeah, 6'1", 280.
6'1", 280.
Out of Massachusetts. Nope, Maine.
Okay.
He all the way up there, boy. Shout out to the Black Bears. Let's go.
Hmm.
You Maine.
Oh yeah, he got some get off. I like the get off, big boy.
Yeah, he's big.
Let's go. All right, so while this is playing, if you're still watching and you want your film reviewed, even if you've already DM'd the film, make sure you do so again so it's at the top of my inbox so I know you're still tapped in so I can get that played. Screen record your segment if we've already reviewed your film, share it on social media. Make sure you tag Eric, myself, and Rock. We'll definitely repost it and help you in any way that we can. Make sure you check out the foundation, 39 Hearts. It's the reason why we do everything that we do with Spotlight 39. We travel the country covering high school football. We cover the big guys, but we also look for those other guys that don't necessarily get all the recognition and the exposure. And this is a great platform, great networking opportunity for you guys that can still play at the next level, that just need that extra oomph, and that's what we want to do. Try to help you out. So, Spotlight 39. That's what I got. What are y'all seeing from the film, fellas?
I loved his first offensive line play. I like how he put his arm out to help the center, and then when he saw the pressure coming from the outside, he got back over and was able to pick it up. I like his hand placement. I like the fact that he's low and can win those stalemates, can kind of get underneath guys and move them back. So me personally, I like him as an offensive lineman, but his defensive line stuff looked pretty good too. I mean, he got off the ball pretty quickly for a kid his size, 280. I mean, it's not a
You know,
small body
I'm
for
a
him.
I'm a defensive I'm a defensive guy, so I like him on the defensive side of the ball. But I understand what you see on the offensive side. I think I saw the same things. But like I said, on the defensive side, that first play you were so explosive, and have a quick get off the ball. This is like a fact that a lot of people don't know, right? So the line, like D line and defensive ends, usually have a better 10 yard split than DBs and wide receivers because they, so used to jumping that ball and having that get off. And that kid right there, that get off, that first play, he was like, as soon as they hiked the ball, he was already in the backfield. I mean, it's like things like that you can't teach, man. So, like,
All right, all right. So look, let's do this. Let me get the next one queued up. We actually about to do something a little different, just because I thoroughly enjoy this clip. So let me get it pulled up real quick. Hold on, hold on. I'm jumping the gun. All right, y'all ready? We're gonna play a reel from Instagram that I posted early on a certain young man, and then we're gonna follow it up with that midseason film. So hopefully it's not too bad.
okay.
Hopefully it can be seen. But this is a young man from Louisa. So this is Savion's. I just want to see the flex. Oh, it's not gonna show up real. Oh, the flex did it for me. You got to check out the reel on the IG, man. It's hilarious. Um, anywho, let me let me
I
pull up the
thought you was
mid.
gonna play that pass interference call. We've been getting a lot of debates about that one on
Oh
Instagram.
yeah, I got that one too. I got that one too. But look, let's pull up the actual film for the young man who I was trying to give the real credit to. But this is Isaiah Holland, man, DB. He says he's the top DB. Come on, Rock. Come on, Rock. He said he's the top DB.
Hey, let's see it. Let's
5'10",
prove it.
175. He's a senior. Also plays wide receiver. He's got that Princeton 4.2 GPA. Davion
Mm.
Hyder, teammate out there in Louisa. Let's see what that film looks like.
Hey, top DB in Virginia first plays a wide receiver.
I was about to say, boy, that I know that play I just played needs to be one of them top plays, boy. Yeah, nice little route he ran. Came down with a nice tough catch in the end zone,
I mean,
flexing
shoot, I like
ball.
that play better. I like that play better than his first one.
Don't disagree.
Agree with you there, E.
And then we see I
I
see
couldn't
Austin.
really.
Look. So Rock. So we gonna play a gentleman next that was on last week that you gave him some feedback, told him change up some things. You wanted to see some all coverage film. They went ahead and updated that for you, and they want us to check
Let's
out this week.
go.
But we're gonna get to that next after we watch Mr. Holland, Louisa County doing big
Hey,
things.
so I'm luckily I'm able to locate him. I thought that was a good route, but I'm not a fan of those indicators. I'd rather him use the arrow or the circle, just to avoid having to figure out which guy you are, because sometimes those big indicators can get multiple people in them.
Absolutely, good call out.
I think it's decent, pretty decent film, but top DB in the state film, I'm gonna have to say, I don't know,
Look, look,
man.
look.
But
Hold
you
on, hold
can
on, hold
play
on, hold on.
some
Hold that
ball.
thought. Hold up. Here's that reception right here. Here's that reception. Do we get the flex after the catch? Oh, that wasn't a touchdown. Never mind. Damn, I thought that was a touchdown. I'm hyped.
he
Where's that
make he
touchdown?
make a lot of big plays though.
All right, go ahead, Rock.
Hmm.
Top DB, what?
I'm gonna say I don't know about top DB in the state, but I you might can be the top outside linebacker. Yeah, because there's a lot of tackles. We got to see some more plays on the ball in the air, man. But I like how you come down in the box. Pretty good size. Definitely has some pretty decent speed if you can play out there. Out at that wide out, man, making a couple big plays down the field. There you go. That's your play right there.
There it is. Is that the flex? That's the flex. He cut it off though.
Oh, they didn't. They cut it off.
Oh man, look, look. Matter of fact, I'm gonna queue up that flex in just a second. I just need to share it in all of its glory.
That's that's some speed right there, though. I like that speed.
All right. So look,
I
look,
got
look.
excited. I thought he was gonna peanut punch that out. I got excited for a second. I was gonna say you better move that up if you peanut punch that out.
Man, I got to see that a couple of
Yeah.
times. And right on the goal line at the Brookpoint game Friday night. That was crazy.
Mm.
Man, that Cortland turf boy. Shoo. Anyway, so look, that's Mr. Isaiah Holland, man, Louisa County. Let me let me see if I can't pull that up real fast. Just because that's gonna. Where is it at? Where is it at? Bang, we got it right here. We got it right here. Wait for the flex. Wait for the. Oh, hold on. That's the
That's a
controversy.
flag.
That's the con.
Ooh, that boy put that strap out on him.
All right, let's talk this one through. First,
Okay.
is it a strap or is it a flag? Second, where do we stand on the celebration?
E, did you see that, E?
Yeah, I saw it. I don't see any reason. I mean, I can't see the perfect angle, but from what I'm seeing, I don't see any reason why that would be a flag. I mean, the DB found the ball and didn't look like he had a whole lot of hands on the receiver. I don't see any reason why that would be PI.
Now let's
Yeah,
let's
like I
let's
said.
talk after the play. Let's talk about showing everybody we went from seatbelt straps to now we
Yeah,
strap we Glock nines and shit. I'm sorry for my language, but
yeah,
this one got me a little fired up because we're starting to see it a whole lot throughout the season. And as you see in this screenshot, man, you got all three teammates lifting the shirt,
yeah.
letting them
Ready
know
to
that
put a
they
strap
they, they all strapped. I'm not a
on.
fan. I'm not a
Oh
fan.
man, nah. It's definitely something they need to, start throwing the flag for. And you can see it at the next level, in college and pro ball. They start throwing the flag for those type of celebrations. So it'll everything just gonna trickle down. Terrible celebration, but a clean play, man. I like to play. Terrible celebration.
All right.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm just gonna say the celebration should not be allowed, should be flagged every time. And I'm not gonna go any further than that because I will go on a rant. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
all right. So let's come full circle. Let's get back to Holland. Let's get on the flex. This is the full play. Bang. Oh, he felt this one. He felt it. Let's go. He
Okay,
hit him with the
Tuna.
RoboCop. All
He
right.
looking good. Yeah, he
All
looking
right.
good, man. I like it.
Let's get back to the show. Had to share it. Had to share it. All right. So look, we got another young man. He said he's tapped in right now. He wants to film review. We're gonna get to Austin after we get to Mr. Young, just because Mr. Young's been tapped in, blowing me up. So 2027, young boy, 5'10", 155 athlete out of Virginia. What school?
Brook Point.
I
Oh,
don't say it
Brooklyn.
look like Brook Point uniforms.
Yes, let's go.
I saw at Coach D Hayes in his bio.
Oh, I was gonna say, look, you got. I'm trying to skim to see what we got, but he a young boy. This is one of them boys that Coach Hayes was telling me about actually. And shout out to Coach Hayes, man. Brook Point always showing love every time I show up. It's a lot of love. But
Mhm.
I learned one thing about my
Always.
guy. It's a small world because after I left Brook Point, I drove up to Rutgers University, right? Spent the day with Coach Harasimiak, in the Rutgers staff. Obviously I was there with Dazier and his family. But I learned that defensive coordinator Joe Harasimiak was college roommates with head football coach from Brook Point, Mr. Dwight Hazelwood. Small world.
Hmm. Definitely, man. So we should be seeing some more Brook Pointians. I don't even know how you say it. Brook Pointonians up there at Rutgers. Then they need to set that up.
Yeah, man. Let's just take a bus, take some kids up there on a game day visit.
1,000%.
That environment was pretty electric, man. I was thoroughly impressed. Did not expect that from a Rutgers game, to be frank and honest.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got good ball
there's some
skills.
dogs up there in Jersey. My bad. Go ahead. E.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about
No,
the film, man. We got to focus on conversation. He's full analytic mode right now. So what are you seeing on the young boy from Brook Point? What do you got on the film, man?
I'm gonna say he plays bigger than his size. I mean, he's not afraid to come down and hit. He's got good ball skills. He finds the ball well, plays the ball in the air. Unfortunately, if he was a little taller, he'd probably come down with some of these, making some picks. But I mean, hey, you control what you can control, and he's making the most of his opportunities. He's a young boy, so he's got time to grow. But I like what I'm seeing so far.
All right, what you got, Rock? You wanna chime in on anything for Mr. Young out of Brook
I'm
Point High School? We gonna do one
I'm
more
with
than
E, man.
yeah.
I like him. I like him. Physical. Look like he, come downhill, not afraid to tackle. Play the ball pretty well. I think, like you said, few adjustments, and technique wise, I would say I think you can come down with some of those balls, man. But pretty decent tape for a 27 guy.
All right. So young boy out of Brook Point High School. So let's get to the last one for the night. Where is he at? Right here. You done fixed the film. Let me see. Pull him
Oh
back up.
yeah, let's check it out.
So he said he done fixed the film for you. He did what you asked. You said you want more coverage. We got more coverage. Let's see what he sent us. The new
He's
and
tapped in
improved
every
film.
week.
We appreciate that, man.
Let's go, baby. No fly zone. Oh yeah, I remember. Huh?
All right, so while the film plays, you check out the updated film. Again, we appreciate everybody who tapped in. So make sure you come back next Tuesday night. We'll do this thing all over again. If we've given you feedback to change up your film like this, young man, we invite you to come back. We'd love to rewatch it, see what you've done differently. If we watched your film, screen record it, share it on social media, tag Rock, Eric, myself. That way we can continue to share it and help you out. subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help out a big deal. And then give this video a thumbs up because YouTube algorithm loves that, and it helps out the channel, helps us continue to grow. We did just get monetized, so everything that we do for you is obviously free, but our time, efforts, and everything else involved is not. So if we can take YouTube's money, man, definitely help us do so. So share, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. That being said, what are y'all seeing from the updated film?
I mean,
E, you want to
I like.
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I like it. I like the way that he's working his angles. He's playing through the ball. He's getting his eyes, getting his head around. He's being physical with the receiver without getting too grabby. Uh, I like what I'm seeing from this clip that he put together. So I'm a fan personally. But I would ask Rock, like, when you're in off coverage, how should your feet look? Is he doing a good job? Is this what the type of stuff you want to see?
Yeah, actually, it is the type of things you want to see, man. Because me, I'm a very tough critic, of DBs, and I kind of let some things go. But, being honest, I really like how he plays because, at the end of the day, doing drills and making plays on the ball are two different things. You watch this kid, like you say, he looks kind of square in his stance, but like I said, to me, he looks ready to play. But if you go and watch a Revis, right? Just go watch Revis, highlights when he had Revis Island, and he was standing the same way, because being able to make a play on the ball, you can't, do all this pretty backpedaling and your feet moving all fast because you move too fast, then the wide receiver stop in front of you. Now you can't make a play on the ball. But this guy, it looks like he is, playing the receiver and the ball, the right way each time. That first clip was my favorite, not because of the interception, but if you seen, he ran the wide receiver out of bounds, so even if it would have been a taller receiver, it's an illegal touch if he, able to come back in bounds and make a play on that ball. So guys like him, that's kind of that's smart and physical. It's I like it, man. Like I say, 5'10", 165. That's my size coming out of high school, and it's just about being able to go, getting the opportunity and go play. And I can see it. I can see your cover skills for sure, man. That's a great coverage tape. Yeah.
Look. What do you got to follow that up with, E? I, I don't know that we got anything that wasn't already said, but you tell me.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad, man.
I mean, yeah, no. Rock hit the nail on the head. I like the fact that he's very calm with his feet. He's not getting out of his frame. He's quick in his steps. He's reacting well. He looks like he's able to flip his hips pretty well. He's got the speed if he runs the 10-8, 100 meters, so that's covered. I mean, Rock was 1 in a 4.2, so I don't know if that's the same, but yeah, definitely a kid that that can play. I love the tape, and I definitely think that putting that out there is going to go a long way in helping him out with his recruiting.
All right, man. So look, there you have it. They
That's
went
it.
in all night long. It was a lot of fun. Some familiar faces that took some feedback, changed up some things, and then some brand new faces. So, who, I'm gonna ask each of you real quick before we get out of here. Who stood out tonight, man?
Hmm.
I got Big Play Ben for myself out of Powhatan, Virginia.
I'm going with my quarterback out of Stephen Decatur.
Oh, I ain't mad at that. That's a good call.
Okay.
What you got, E?
I'm gonna go the kid from Fort Wayne, Indiana, that put that mean spin move on the tackle.
Look, I'm not mad
Mm.
at that either. Look, we done seen some dudes. We've had a lot of fun this season. So we do this every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. And then on Wednesdays, we got the Spotlight 39 podcast with Zach Pa from Max Preps. So make sure you tap into that tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll have special guest Jalen Pyle out of Parish Episcopal down there in Texas. That's going to be a fun conversation. And then obviously we're going to set the stage for a
Shout
big
out to the
weekend.
Hokie, man. You know he a Hokie. He a Hokie by blood, man. Tell him that tomorrow. He gonna know. Tell him
Look,
I said that, man.
he got it in the bloodline, but right now he's committed to Michigan. Go blue. That being said, you see it on the screen. That's the 39 Hearts Foundation. Every strong athlete needs a strong heart. We appreciate you tapping in this week and each and every week. Until next week, follow my guy, Eric Official DMV on Twitter, Rocksteady, aka Rock Carmichael on Twitter, and the 1% Network on YouTube. I'm Rob Odie. I appreciate y'all. Let's go.